Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back again for Speed Duels, Too Fast to Duelists. I'm joined here today with Dakota. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, kind of tired, but I'm always up for a game of YuGiOh.
I'm kind of tired too. Don't let the intro deceive you.
Yeah.
But I've wasted all of my energy now. That is all you're getting out of me.
Well, you've been on a winning streak so far on revision, so maybe that's enough to boost you up today.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening there, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it's but that's where it's gonna get you. You can win revision, but you can't win speed duels.
Yeah, it flipped apparently.
Yeah.
We just need we need consistency. We need money and consistency.
Yeah.
There's a plan.
To be fair, you were stuck with Cloudian, so I think that was like a 0-win scenario anyways.
Yeah, I also made some really poor decisions in that vampire deck, so
yeah, vampire hunter.
Yeah, leaving him out. Yeah,
yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. Trying to go for beatdown instead of actually working the strategy. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. That's on me.
That match would have been so much weirder just if you did play him.
You're just going at it between who could draw their 3 vampire hunters faster.
Not only that, but like whose vampire hunter is gonna out the other?
Would they out one another, or would they out each other at the same time?
I'm not sure how that ruling works, because so like if I attacked into you, mine would be chain link 1 because of turn player priority. You would be chain link 2. So like would yours kill mine first, and then mine, because it's resolving, still kills yours?
Here, you know what? We can Google it. So, we are a smaller YouTube channel, if you have not noticed yet somehow. And being a smaller channel, we do ask that you would please like, comment, and subscribe. All your support does help us out. We are currently going for a goal. We have a goal for this channel. Our first goal is to hit 100 subscribers. You guys have been very good. We're over halfway there.
Yes.
So thank you for all that support.
Yeah, I think ever since we started doing that, we got 3 more subscribers. So way to go, you guys.
Yeah. All right. And then we, again, with the comments, we do like to see some comments down there, especially. Let us know what all you like, what all you didn't like. If you have any questions about why we do certain things, or if you have any comments about things you'd like to see. So if you're new here or haven't seen this channel before, I guess that would be new here. This is a speed duel series where we have a giant wheel you're probably seeing on the screen right now that has all of the skills in speed duel currently on there, including the new ones. And we each spin the wheel one time, get a skill assigned to us, and then we have 20 minutes to build a deck around said skill. And then after 20 minutes, we come together for a best 2 out of 3, and we see who built the better deck or who got screwed over by their skill harder. Shall we spin?
I will spin the wheel. Well, we did see that there was another Cloudian card. I just hope that neither one of us lands on it.
Swear to God. I got all 3 god skills, I swear to God.
Middle age mechs. I didn't see, I don't remember what the rest of it said. Is this like Crowler?
Probably.
This is like Ancient Gear?
It is. It is. It's Ancient Gear. Dr. Crowler skill. It's also a continuous spell.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that at all.
Got it right here for you, buddy. Middle Age Mechs is a Dr. Crowler continuous spell skill. For activation, at the start of your first turn of the duel, flip this card over and place it in your center spell and trap card zone. For the effect, all Ancient Gear monsters gain 300 attack. Each time a monster is normal summoned or set, place 1 counter on this card. If you tribute summon an Ancient Gear monster face up, you can tribute this card instead if the number of its counters is equal or greater than the number of required tributes. So it makes the skill Ancient Gear Castle.
Do we not have?
But you get a buff.
Do we not have Castle in Speed Duels?
I would imagine not, because they did this before with something else that I got.
Just seems really backwards.
Oh, it's Necro Valley. Remember they made Necro Valley into a skill instead of a card too.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it's Ancient Gear Castle plus a 300 buff.
But that's what Castle does, though. Castle's also a 300 buff.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess we haven't actually been using it with Ancient Gears, so I don't realize that.
I think we did it once in revision to where it actually did come up. I think that you actually had him buffed by 500 and then buffed by the Castle as well. So you had a 3,800 beat stick on the field.
I don't remember, but I'll take your word for it.
And I have tried on other episodes to do the same thing as well, but typically I only draw the 1 castle and the 1 golem, and I just sack the castle for the golem. But
yeah,
I like Ancient Gear. I don't like these skill cards that are like continuous spells and traps, because they can just be outed by your opponent.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have preferred if they just gave us Castle in Speed Duels if it's not already available, and they just made this skill like have something else.
Well, I guess, yeah. I was going to say, now that Pandora's box is open and we know about Waking the Dragon, back rope removal is still kind of dangerous, but if you already know the card you're outing, then it's not really dangerous.
Again, this is pretty much just Castle. You could have just given us, I don't know if Gear Town is in Speed Duels either, but if it is or isn't, like you could have just made the skill card like Gear Town in some way. Or if they never plan on giving us the, I think it's Catapult, another continuous spell that they have, or it's a normal spell. I'm not sure.
I know about Fortress.
Yeah, or Fortress. Catapult, Fortress. It could be either one of those. Just make it something different. I don't know.
Oh, shall we spin again?
We will spin again. We will see what you get.
Please no Claudians.
So close. Knight of Legend.
Is that Knight with an N or a K?
K. It's a Yugi card.
I played Knights again.
Are you playing Knights again?
Like when I did Slifer. Knight of Legend.
Yeah.
So, Knight of Legend is a Yama Yugi skill. For activation, flip this card over when you activate the skill. For the effect, activate the skill during your main phase. Each turn, one Gaia the Fierce Knight you normal summon can be summoned without tributing. Apply the following skills while you control a Gaia the Fierce Knight monster or a Gaia the Dragon Champion monster. 1. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. Once per turn, if it inflicts battle damage with this skill, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. And 2, you cannot set spells, you cannot set cards in the spell trap zone. That sucks.
Yeah, you can't really play back row. I
can't use back row if I have Gaia on the field.
Wait, so that's just like a floating continuous effect that if you have Gaia on the field, you can't do back row.
I have to activate during my main phase, and I can normal summon a Gaia without tributing. But if I control a Gaia the Fierce Knight or Gaia the Dragon Champion while the skill is activated, I get piercing battle damage. And if I do that, I can draw 2, discard 1, but I'm locked out of my entire back row.
Couldn't you just set everything first and then use the normal summon?
Oh wait, I think I read it wrong. Yeah, it says you cannot activate set cards in the spell trap zone.
Oh, okay, so you can still set, but if you have Gaia, then your back row is shut off?
Yes, I cannot activate anything, so I would have to activate it first, then play Gaia.
Okay.
So responsive back row isn't really what I want to go for.
No, what would you go for? You can't even do equip spells then, right? Or you
could do equip spells if you
just can't set them.
So I can activate cards. I just can't set them, which means I'm basically locked out of trap cards.
It sounds like a going second strategy because you don't want to set, you want to activate your stuff, but yet you also get to just summon big guys.
Yeah, and luckily that Gaia summon isn't once per turn, or isn't once and then done. It's each turn. One Gaia the Fierce Knight you normal summon can be summoned without tributing.
Right.
So I'm not locked out of it if I do it one time like other seals do.
But you also have the benefit too where that one Gaia is already available. He already normal summons himself. So, all right. So yeah, we have a Crowler versus Yugi.
Yeah.
Gaia versus Ancient Gear.
Yes, sir.
We'll see if you can go toe to toe with machines.
It's a battle to be top G around here.
I feel like that this could probably be a Rick and Morty skit to where it's
Rick and Morty?
Yeah, where it's the human versus car.
Here we go. He's pushing his way through. He's trying to fight that car, but the car seems to have the upper hand. Oh, he's got a little bit of pushback there.
All right, buddy, you ready for this?
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we are back after our 20 minutes of deck building, and I gotta tell you what, my single card I pulled was Knight of Legend, and I tell you, I really need my Knight in Shining Armor, and I think I found him. His name's Gaia. He has a nice purple horse, a good 2 lances, and he's gonna win me the day. So I left one Gaia specifically out, but I'm doing 3 charging Gaia. Pretty much just gonna normal summon him and get the effect where he debuffs to 1900, but it's a way to keep a body on the field. I'm not using his effect to add a Blackluster Soldier monster. 3 vanilla Gaia. This is the card I absolutely want to see. He makes my skill live. He's good for my equip spells later. This is just the card I want to see. Jinzo. So Jinzo is my 1 of on the limited one. I put him in because I know Dakota's probably not assuming I'm going to play traps, because the minute guy is on the field, I'm locked out of my set back row. So maybe he'll play some traps instead, and I will use Jinzo to hopefully counteract that. To Lava Golem, I know Ancient Gears can be very scary, especially like a Golem or any big ones like that. So if he gets advantage on monsters, I would like to be able to take that from him while also giving him some burn damage. So 3 Bashing Shield as well. I have 3 copies of this, the equip spell. I can equip it to a normal summon or set monster. It gains 1000 attack, and I take no battle damage from attacks involving it. Book of Moon, this is a pretty easy choice. It came down to either this or Floodgate for the desired effect, which is just putting monsters face down. But with Book of Moon, I'm not locked out of it if I have Gaia on the field. 3 copies of Mask of the Accursed then. Again, if he gets Golem or any big boy on the field, I can just put this on him and he'll get burned for 500 every time it's by standby phase, and he can't attack while it's on the field. And then I finally have 2 copies of Waking the Dragon. I guess this is a mainstay now at this point. The reason I have him in here is because I have Curse of Dragon in this side or in the extra deck. It's the only extra deck monster I have, because if you look at my side deck, which is 1 Curse of Dragon, which goes into my Fusion Recycling Plants and my Poly, it's a way to be able to summon Gaia the Dragon Champion without having to go into the side deck. The only other card in here is Night Beam, just in case I need to see some back row removal, but I'm assuming Dakota's also going to be playing Waking the Dragon, so I need to be very careful with that card should I choose to use it. But that's basically it. It's just Gaia Turbo, essentially, trying to beef him up and knock Dakota's monsters down in the meantime. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I think we can actually do something cool with this deck. So let's just get out there and I couldn't think of a good night joke there. Let's just get out there and win one.
All right, guys, we're back after 20 minutes, and yeah, we're playing Ancient Gear. So I like Ancient Gear, I like aspects of it, but I think that it's a pretty flawed archetype, and anytime it got like new support, it's just never the right stuff. So to start things off, we have 2 copies of Ancient Gear Golem. I can't have like a way to like cheat this guy out besides like the skill, and I'm also playing the castle as well. But if I do get him to the board, he can be quite the menace. 3 copies of Ancient Gear Engineer. I know that Cody's limited on type of back row cards that he can play because of his skill card, but you know, if he does end up playing some back row cards, I want to probably have answers for those cards. Unless it's Waking the Dragon, then I'm just going to be screwed. Just like any of the other Ancient Gears, can't activate spells and traps when I declare an attack, but this card is a bit more specific because it also has the effect that negate any trap effect that targets this card. But at the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, I can target a spell or trap and destroy it. 3 copies of Ancient Gear Knight. So this card's not too bad because it is a 1800 beater. It is a normal summon, but it is bad because it's a Gemini monster, so he's technically a normal monster when I summon him the first time. Finally, we're playing 1 Ancient Gear Gadget. I'm kind of just playing this to have another Ancient Gear name, but his effect could come up where on normal or special, I can declare monster, spell, or trap. This turn, if your opponent's monsters attacks, your opponent cannot activate spells or traps or monster effects, whichever was declared, until the end of the damage step. To round out the monsters, we're playing 1 Reflect Bounder. Knowing that he's playing Gaia, he's probably going to just have the 1 guy to attack with. And because he can't use his back row, he might not have an answer to this card with spells or traps. So he's going to be forced to run into this thing and take some battle damage. 3 copies of Gear Town. So I'm playing this to special summon any of the Ancient Gears straight from the deck. Pretty much you activate this and then you set the additional Gear Town over top of it, destroying the previous one, allowing you to special from deck. Something that you can do with this in terms of speed duels is that you can actually special summon the Knight and then perform your normal summon so that the Knight actually has an effect. We're playing 1 Gear Castle just in case, you know, because of the skill card being a continuous spell, he can actually just destroy it. So I wanted to make sure I had another copy of it just in case. 1 Soul Exchange, just a way to get rid of his monster and summon out the Golem, or I can just use it to summon out the Engineer. 1 Shrink, 1 Book of Moon, and 3 copies of Unbreakable Spirit. So I'm playing this as a way of playing my strategy similar to the way that Cody's playing his, where he's kind of just doing everything based on a single guy. So I kind of want to just keep a single body onto the board so that this card is just always live. But this card reads as, if your opponent if you control 1 face-up monster, target that monster until the end phase of the turn. It gains attack equal to the attack of the monster your opponent currently controls with the lowest attack. For the side deck, we're playing 3 copies of Waking the Dragon. Just in case with me setting certain cards in the back row, Cody might want to have answers for those cards, so he might resort to having to pop my cards. And 3 Blast Sphere. This is in case I want to change up some of the ratios a little bit and also have another form of interruption for him. So this card says if this face down defense position monster was attacked by an opponent's monster before damage calc, that's important, equip this card to the attacking monster, then during your opponent's next standby phase, destroy that monster that it was equipped to and inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack. So if he tries to make his Gaia very big, I can just out it once he runs into this. And I won't take the piercing damage either. For the extra deck, we're just playing the Waking the Dragon targets. I'm playing 2 copies of Golem, 1 Cyber End, 1 Night Joker, 1 Alligator Sword. This is in case the game's almost over and a single attack will do it, but I can't get over his guy. I can just summon this and attack him directly. And 1 Ojama King. This is in case if he decides to try to destroy my back row before he commits to the board, I can just summon this and clog up his monster zones, so no more Gaia. So that's the deck. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I don't know what to really expect from his skill exactly other than Gaia, but this should be an interesting game. All right, bud, here we are. Game 1, Prowler versus Yugi.
Yep, I needed pretty much the entire time limit.
Yeah, you were cutting it pretty close. I mean, honestly, I was pretty close too. I only finished probably a couple minutes before you did.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of guy support in the TCG. There's not a whole lot in Speed Duels though.
Yeah.
So it was basically just like, what can I do with what I have?
Well, we'll see what you're able to do today. See what we get. Paper. All right.
I'll go second.
Okay.
Wow, look at that card.
Yeah, look at that piece of shit card.
I can't even preview it. There's something on the preview. The artwork's still loading in, it looks like too on my end.
We'll go standby to main.
Oh, it's a Rush Duel card. What the hell? On my screen it is anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm seeing a Rush Duel card with no artwork.
So, yeah.
So your skill is just castle then.
Make that 2 castles. And I will pass.
At least now I know what your skill does. I can read it. Okay. Standby to main.
Sure.
Let's start with a set, and then I'm going to activate my skill. I shall normal summon Gaia the Fierce Knight. Using my skill. I will proceed to the battle phase.
Sure.
I will attack. Okay. Draw. Draw. Let's discard you.
All right.
And that'll do it.
Draw.
God damn, dude. Come on.
Dude, I could not.
Brick City, bitch.
Yeah, I could not play. If you saw my hand, you know that I had nothing.
Well, I'll see it when you upload this.
Jeez, what was that?
Well, I'm done siding. Game 2?
Game 2.
Is it still game 1? That blinked and it was over.
I'm really upset about that.
Yeah, I feel that would suck.
I'm gonna go first. Give me a monster. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Okay, buddy. Your move.
My move. I'm just going to start with a set, and that will give me a single counter, and I will pass it back to you.
All right. Standby to main.
Sure.
I also have a set of my own.
All right.
And let's just repeat the old strategy. Let's activate.
Sure.
We'll normal summon with the skill's effect.
Okay.
We will proceed to the battle phase.
Sure.
And we will attack.
It is Blast Sphere.
What the fuck is that?
All right, buddy.
And how long do I have then?
Till your next
Destroy this
standby.
monster. Okay, so he's on the field for this turn and then nothing. I don't get to draw either or damage. God damn.
Yeah.
Sure. That's my turn.
All right. I will draw. Oh, and this is a second counter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob.
We'll go standby to main. And
Okay, so Golem is live now. That's cool. That's cute.
I'm going to activate Gear Town.
That's also cute.
They don't have a way to set another card, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set an additional copy, which would then send this one to the grave.
Okay.
And then that will trigger the Gear Town since it was destroyed. I get to special from deck.
Wait, can you special summon Golem with that?
No.
Hmm.
Nope, because all the best cards, they have that stupid restriction on them.
Yeah, that's right. When I played, I forgot, when I played Duel Links with Gears, I didn't even use Golem. I used the Reactor Dragon or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like the only good target that you can have, really.
Yeah.
But we don't have that.
Thank God.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to special the Knight.
Okay, and it's now at 2100 thanks to the skill.
Right, and I'm just going to go ahead and perform what?
You're gonna do your normal summon to give it the effect.
I'm gonna do my normal summon to then make it an effect card.
Okay, if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell traps until the end of the damage step. Okay, so there's just no response to it then.
So I'll go ahead and I'll change this. And your guy's already set for destruction, so I'm just going to set a card and pass it back to you.
Okay.
This is just for normal. Wait.
So stand by what?
Okay, so this is another counter because I did normal.
Yes, stand by, bada boom, and I will take 23 to the face.
Yes, you will.
Normal?
I'll get a counter.
Okay. Pass.
Okay. Draw. Stand by to main. Is there anything I want to do here? I'll go battle.
Okay.
I will attack.
Okay, so I cannot activate anything in response to this attack.
I will, in the damage step, activate a card.
What you got?
Unbreakable Spirit, targeting my Knight.
Target that monster until the end of this turn. It gains attack equal to the attack of the monster your opponent currently controls. Oh.
Game?
So that's probably game.
Game 3, let's go.
Yeah, so I only have 17, so yeah, it's definitely game, right?
Yeah, because it gets bumped by 23, and then so you're taking
23,
21.
And then I'm taking, yeah, that's game.
Woo! All right.
Game 3.
Game 3, down to the wire.
For the first time, for the last time. This is now my choice once again. You've gone first both times?
Yes.
Well, you're gonna do it again.
Okay. All right, let's see. Well, this hand is terrible. I am just going to set a card.
I think I know what that is. Let's do a normal charging Gaia. And I'll get a set in there. I will go battle.
Okay.
And I will swing in.
Blast Sphere.
I figured. All right.
All right, we'll go standby domain.
Oh, man. Already?
I'm just going to set a card, and I'm going to pass it back.
You're not going to attack? Okay.
He's already set for destruction.
That is true.
You take more damage this way.
Yeah, so you'll go to grave. I take 19. Oh, this is fun. This is fun.
Is it? You don't sound like you're having fun.
Oh no, if you could see my hand right now, this is fun. I basically have to normal summon again. I suppose that'll do it.
All right, I will draw. Standby to main. I guess I should just try it. Battle.
At the start of the battle phase.
Yep.
Book of Moon.
Okay. Oh, well, that's my turn.
All right.
Standby to no main phase 2.
Standby to main.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to activate my skill.
Okay, the time for back row is over.
I've got a normal summon.
Okay.
Of Gaia. I've got Bashing Shield on Gaia. I've got Bashing Shield on Gaia.
Wow. All right.
Battle phase, if this is fine.
Yeah, that's all good.
Gaia will attack.
I will take 13.
I will then draw 2. Discard 1. This is going to be funny for you. I'm going to discard
Polly.
Golem.
Oh. Okay.
I will then swing for 19.
I will take it.
I will proceed to the end phase.
Draw. Standby to main. I will normal summon the Gear Knight.
Okay.
I will set a card. And I will pass it back.
All right. Standby to main.
Sure.
I'm going to activate Mask of the Accursed, equipping it to
What is
Gear
this?
Knight?
What's the point of this?
I needed outs, my guy.
Jeez.
I'll pass turn.
Standby to main.
5 for you. Oh, no, it's mine.
Your standby.
Yeah, it's mine. Never mind.
Fuck you.
What is this? Negate any trap effects to target this card. If you do, destroy that trap card if this card attacks. At the end of the damage, if this card attack, target a spell your opponent controls, destroy the target. Okay.
All right. I gotta think about this for a sec. Battle phase.
Yeah.
Declare. Damage step.
I hate you.
Yes! That was so close. Yay! I was really scared. Honestly, you would have won the game if you attacked.
I fucked up because I forgot Mask of the Accursed is on my turn. That's why I didn't attack, because I was just gonna let it burn you.
I mean, you still could have. It just would have been on your standby phase. But yeah, honestly, if you attacked, you could have sequenced the attack where you attack with little Gaia and then attack with the big one. Because then that would have forced me to use the Unbreakable Spirit on the weaker one. But then you still get the...
been alive.
Yeah, you would have still stayed alive, and then you could have still went for game with the other attack.
Is your other set what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Waking the Dragon. Yep.
Yeah.
Game 2, I didn't attack that one turn when or maybe it was this game, I forget. There was that one game where I had Guy on the field and I didn't attack you.
Yeah.
That was because I was like, I wonder what that set is. Maybe it's like a battle trap or something. But then I forgot. I was like, wait, he definitely has Ultimate Gear Golem in that extra deck. That's fucking Waking the Dragon set there, isn't it?
I mean, playing Ancient Gear, I was thinking about just playing Poly, and I could just make it myself.
Yeah. But why, when it's so much easier?
Because you never know if you're actually going to do it or not.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking on whether or not I wanted to do the recycling plant. That way I had ways to, keep doing it. I was only playing 2 copies of the Big Fusion card just because making a second one is pretty rare anyways, but making a third one is like impossible.
Reflect Bounder 2. Wow, okay.
Yeah, I wanted something else because the Ancient Gear monsters aren't that great. I mean, like, obviously Golem is good. Gear Knight is kind of okay, but like the fact that he's a Gemini is really annoying. And then like Engineer, he's got like an interesting effect, but it's the fact that he's a tribute summon with low stats is pretty bad.
Blast Fear is a dick move. Unbreakable Spirit's dick move. I do like how we did kind of do the same thing where we went for like sort of burn strategies in our decks in a way.
Well, like
yours takes more setup than mine does, but it clearly worked better.
I also saw it as like this. I have the castle as soon as I start the turn. So
yeah,
even if I just set the Blast Fear, like that's still a guaranteed counter. And then you have to commit to the board now too, which means I get my second counter. So even if I hard drew the Golem, it's live next turn.
Well, that's fucked too, because if I did what I did game 3 and like, let's say turn 1, you just have the castle and Blast Fear set. I go in turn 2 and I get like the Gaia with the 2 bashing shields.
Yeah. I
attack. You don't have to do anything next turn because I'm just dead.
Yeah. Well, even what you just did there with the equip spells, I think that was actually a pretty good idea because you do deal piercing damage.
Yeah, so when I was doing the whole, like, my hand, with this hand, it's fun, that thing. My hand was 2 bashing shields and 2 charging Gaias.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, this we're having fun. I drew all 3 of my charging Gaias game 3. I opened with 2 of them. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Not a single Gaia.
Well, I mean, he's still not that bad. I mean, even with the equip spell, you could just buff him and he's up at 229.
I think we fucked up.
Why?
The second part of Bashing Shield says you take no battle damage from attacks involving it. That's how you won game 3. We need to read our cards.
These were interesting sealed cards. Well, yours was. Mine, I don't like this. I don't like any of this. I played it this way to make it more interesting for me, but yeah. I don't know what Ancient Gear needs, to be honest. Ancient Gear kind of just needs like a revised structure deck, a way to just introduce several new cards into the strategy, because they don't really have an identity, honestly. Like, I think the one thing that carries out through most of these cards is can't attack, or you can't activate spells and traps during the battle. But other than that, it's like they have a poly card, but it might as well just be poly. I don't think there's much about that card that's any different from poly, to be honest. It serves the same purpose. I mean, they have like a Gemini monster for some reason. Honestly, I think Gaia has like the same identity issue as well. It's like he's got fusions, he's got synchros now. I think, yeah, there's even the XE's Gaia Dragon Champion card. Takes like 2 level 7s. It just doesn't know what it wants to do. All right, guys, that's going to bring an end to this episode. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, smash the like button. Also, leave a comment down below. We want to see your guys' feedback. Also, hit the subscribe button. Stay up to date for more content just like this. We're reaching our current goal of 100 subscribers, so if you could help us out there, be greatly appreciated. Cody, closing thoughts?
Read your cards, kids.
Yes.
I say it like at least once an episode, I think.
Yeah.
Speed Duel, anyway.
I'm telling you, man, it's every Yu-Gi-Oh player's weakness. You miss that one line of text, and it's absolutely critical. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.